Hello, my name is Eun Kim. I'm teaching in interior architecture and design. I'm here to share my career path with a chaotic career. I always interested in interior design and housing. And then I studied my study in Korea. I had a master's degree in South Korea. And then when I started my PhD program, my husband wanted to study in America, and then I stopped. And I spent about 10 years having children and raising them. And then when my younger one entered the kindergarten, well, I want to be back to the workforce. I want to do something, because while I wasn't at home, I couldn't find my value. Because before coming to America, I was going to be a career woman pursuing my passion, but I couldn't do it in America. So the year my younger one went to the kindergarten, I applied for the master's degree program in University of Kentucky. I got the exception. Then I started the first semester. And then back then, my children, I have two daughters, they were not doing great because I was so focused on study, and then I was a teaching assistant at the same time. So I decided to quit at that moment. And then my younger one went to the middle school. So I kind of came back to the study at the Kentucky, same place. And then since then, I studied for 2 years. Then after that, I was very lucky to have a full-time teaching position in University of Louisville for 2 years. And then after that, University of Kentucky asked me to come. So I taught at University of Kentucky 2 years. So while I'm teaching as a full-time faculty for both institutions for 4 years, I was able to do my PhD dissertation. And then by that time, UTC, the interior architecture and design, looking for someone who has PhD degree for their graduate program. So it was a perfect match. So yeah, that's how I ended up Chattanooga. I never dreamed I will be ended up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, when maybe 20-something years ago when I left Korea. So that's here I am, and actually I live my dream job. I love the teaching, and still I have a room for the research a little bit, so. Dream job, this is my dream job, because when I was in Korea, I didn't know I will be ended up in America, and I'm really interested in how people feel and behave in certain built-in interior environment. I thought that I was going to be a professor. I want to be in Korea researching environmental design. So this is a perfect position. I can do both. I know this UTC is a teaching institution, but still ask me to do some research so that they can use that opportunity, make me explore my creativity. So this is my dream job. Really, I would have no hesitation to say that. When I look back my undergraduate or even high school, whenever I was in school, I only remember something really, most of the content I lost. I do not remember. I do not remember anything. If I learned from the book, I've learned from the lecture, most of the content is gone. But whenever I jump into the actual project that I have to apply my thinking process by experiencing it. So I believe that way my students can retain and apply when they graduate. So that's the reason. Inspiration can come from multiple ways. Nowadays I guess I'm watching YouTube a lot to get it. I'm not necessarily getting an inspiration, but especially when I watch some documentary about cultural change or economic change and health issues, those things make me think which part I can contribute. So nowadays, my interest in well-being, how interior design or house or public place like a library or student lounge we have here, how we can make students feel better. So nowadays, another inspiration I got is a kindness. Whenever I saw some of story about who's struggling with some issues, that really reminds me of how I can do better with my students or my family. I don't know how you feel, what is your first impression about the word interior design? Interior design can be very high-end, decorative, fancy, but at the same time, interior design, if you say interior decoration, you just make it beautiful. But interior design is actually design. Design is not only the decoration, design is actually science and art and science. So we want to make every room is functional, so every room has some purpose. So your design can support fully your function, and then at the same time we want to make them beautiful. Your home is a little bit different because you want to show yourself, but culturally very different. Americans love to put many items on the wall and here, and then I see many Korean homes. It's rather clean and plain and white, and so I still believe this is very important where we can relax, recover, we can sleep and play. So that's why I am very happy to choose what I'm doing the field, and then my position, still I can see the students grow. And then at the same time, I can use my some of creativity regarding the research. So yeah, that's what I have. Professionally, I think personally, my family is my accomplishment. I don't know, I didn't intend to have any certain goal, but I am so thankful having my family. I had a good relationship with my children. That's the most important achievement, I think. Still, we talk every day. We share what's going on. So that's, personally, that's my achievement. And professionally, being a professor here. And then this year, I have few publications out there. So that was and yeah, and then recently I applied presentation abstract about our bench design with civil engineering and construction management team together. And then that presentation proposal accepted. So I will be presenting in New York with my colleague from construction management. So that's very small but recent achievement. In terms of career, if you have career goal, as long as you keep the goal, you can achieve. First 10 years in America, I was not happy. I felt useless. But there's my mom keep telling me you can do it. So there's my mom's support, my family's, my husband's support. But I wanted to be someone who can work for a community. So after 10 years, I was very lucky to be able to get the admission to the University of Kentucky, that master's program, and I was very lucky enough to get a job. And then now I'm here and enjoying my life. So keep your goal if you want it. I mean, even though you might have to stop some point, but as long as you keep it, you will get there some point in your life.
Hey there guys! Thank you so much for tuning in to this month's newest episode of the Chaotic Career Series and for listening to the story and experience of architecture and design professor Dr. Eun Kim. We here at the Center for Career and Leadership Development hope that this video inspires and shows you that an individual's career journey and education path is a non-linear thing and oftentimes can be halted. If you ever find yourself needing to pull the brakes on your progression forward, just know that you are always able to return to where you were and that in the future you're going to exceed the expectations that you originally had for yourself. If you ever have any questions or concerns or just want to stop and chat for a minute, you should come see us down in our center at the first level of the UC. We even have some coffee, if that's your thing. Now, with all that out of the way, until next time, stay chaotic, Mox.